Oh yeah, baby, we're doing the Who is a Journalist discourse again. Woohoo! This comes after apparent clashes between traditional media and content creators at the DNC. And I worked in traditional mainstream media for almost a decade before I started doing journalism like this, so I've got some hot takes. I'm gonna start by reality checking my colleagues. Journalism is changing. Just like the printing press was probably really bad for the town crier's bag and video killed the radio star, social media is now fundamentally changing how people consume information. For better and for worse. The days of people huddling around their TV for the 6 o'clock news are rapidly phasing out. New research found half of US adults sometimes get their news from social media. And that can be a real problem because the barrier to entry is extremely low. So there are people coming into these platforms who don't actually do due diligence, don't fact check, and say all kinds of shit that people believe. Unlike traditional media. Get that out of here. I think a lot of traditional journalists see this surge on social media and view it as a threat. But I would argue that we should see it as an opportunity. As journalists, our job is not to feel good about being on TV. Our job is to bring people the news where they're at. So if you're not willing to step out from behind the anchor desk and set up your tripod and talk to the audience there, someone else is gonna do it. And you can't be mad at them for that. Because at the end of the day, journalism is about the practice, not the way it's packaged. If you're following basic journalistic best practices around telling the truth, making sure you verify things before you report them, making sure that you reach out to people, that you understand the research underlying something that you're sharing, you are doing journalism. And while traditional newsrooms do have more tools at their disposal, like editors, institutional knowledge of longtime colleagues, etc., they also keep laying those people off and expecting journalists to do more with less. And while some content creators might be more excited about access and fail to hold power to account, traditional media is not immune from that either. On a personal level, it's been so interesting seeing how people's reaction to my work has shifted as I moved from the more traditional model to what I do now. Because at the end of the day, my commitment to doing good, well-researched, factual journalism hasn't changed. Only the package has. And sometimes I say fuck. So at the end of the day, my not so hot take on this is that if you're true to basic journalistic practices, if you fact check, talk to sources, and do your due diligence, you are doing journalism. What do you guys think?